side Rangers by 4-0.
Wow.
And of
That's
course,
so
Frankfurt lost at home to Sporting Lisbon by 3 unreplied goals. Yeah, let's not forget Spurs, Tottenham. They defeated them by 2-0.
He really
Richarlison with a brace.
Yeah, he opened his account.
What do you guys think of Richarlison and Tottenham so far? I mean, he's done well for them so far.
Yes, I believe he will get his chances.
He's a good guy, and Conte likes him, so I feel like
he's a very good addition to the squad.
He's a very good striker, like very
good addition to the squad. He can play the 3 positions up front, the right side, the left side, up front. Like.
All right, so let's move over to the English Premier League. I mean, we saw, or you guys touched a bit on it, that Thomas Tuchel was the second manager to be sacked in the EPL. After Scott Parker.
After 6 games.
Yeah, after 6 games. So, what do you think he's going to, bring to this side? I mean, do you think it's going to be instant success for the Chelsea team, or, it's going to take a while for him to blend? Because considering the fact that they are not his players.
Everything takes time, yeah. And Grahampotter is quite good, so anyhow it wants to work through. As long as Chelsea continues to lose, I'm good. So, yeah.
You talk about instant success. Success, they define it in so many ways. In Chelsea, they define it by winning trophies. You understand? I don't see Grahampotter coming immediately to try and win trophies immediately. But in terms of their gameplay, getting results, and trying to compete with the big two, which is Man City and Liverpool, they might probably try and get it. But in terms of winning trophies, as long as Pep Guardiola is in that league, it's going to be very, very hard.
I mean, coming from the fact that he's been managing the Brighton side, with some of these players that are maybe not big names, how much control do you think Grahampotter is going to have in the dressing room for Chelsea?
I believe he will have a lot of control in the dressing room. They will have to play to his style. Chelsea normally right now they play 3 at the back, which is his favorite formation. 3 at the back, 3-4-2-1. That's what he plays, and he likes that formation. And with the crop of players that he has in Chelsea, I see him doing well. He has the likes of people like Wesley Fofana, Khalido Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, Kante, Jorginho. That's top names there. Compared to where he was coming from, where he was having the likes of people like Veltman, Caicedo, and
McAllister.
He was even dealing with
better than all Chelsea midfielders.
Yeah, we saw him score 2 goals.
McAllister,
better than N'Golo Kante.
Except Kante. Aside Kante is better than all other Chelsea.
Better than Jorginho?
Yes, by far. Which Jorginho?
Top 3 Ballon d'Or.
What was that?
2021.
What's that?
Top 3.
Scam.
McAllister has never been nominated for top 30 before.
No, yes, because of the kind of team he plays for.
So how can you say he's better than someone that has been nominated?
No Chelsea fan can even come out and start like defending Jorginho like that. Jorginho is ass. Jorginho is just a mid player. He's a mid player.
They are sport people now.
Jorginho is a mid player.
They don't understand football, Chelsea fans. I'm sorry to say, don't come for me, Chelsea fans, but how can you tell me that Jorginho is
a mid player? He's a mid player, just a normal mid player.
Normal mid player.
Yeah, a mid player.
You think what Jorginho does is so easy?
Well, what does he do? Pass ball.
Stabilizing the game.
Stabilize what?
Okay, you guys. I think we'll leave it for the people watching us now to decide if they think Jorginho is a mid player or not. So now let's talk about the game itself. I mean, Chelsea traveled to Craven Cottage, and we know that Fulham have been doing well so far. I mean, this is probably their best start to the EPL in quite a number of years. What do you expect from that game? What are your predictions? What do you think is going to happen in that game?
The game is actually going to be tough because Chelsea will probably have to they'll start adjusting to the new manager style of play and everything. Everything looks new now. Everybody wants to play according to the manager's tactics and everything. So it might be quite difficult for them to arrange themselves. While Fulham has been playing the same pattern you get. So I feel like the game is actually going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one, but I expect both teams to score. So if you play bet or anything, go and carry go. But if you shun, don't be me.
Okay, what about you?
That game is a dicey game. First of all, it's a London derby.
Yeah.
And with the kind of form Alexander Mitrovic is on, I can't. Normally, I want to go for a Chelsea win, but with what is happening in Chelsea, I don't know who's going to score for them because they just have big names in that they attack and they are not doing anything there.
Aubameyang join them.
I won't say anything. Let's not be as safe because he was a former Arsenal player. That's what I'm trying to blackmail. But let's watch and see. But I see a draw in that game.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. I think I see a draw in that game. I think it's going to be 1-1 or maybe a slim win for Chelsea.
Yes, a slim.
For some reason.
I just hope Chelsea loses.
But it's not far from it though. because Mitrovic is there. You can't bet against him now.
Yeah, I mean,
especially with that defense that we're seeing.
You know, a lot of people want to pull Mitrovic.
Of course, now look at Chelsea's defense now. It's so open. It's so open.
Let's see what will happen here.
Alright, so let's move to the Liverpool game. I mean, Liverpool play Wolves, and last season they came from a goal down in the final game of the season, you know, against Wolves. And now we see them taking on Wolves in their next matchup. Now, a lot of people will probably agree that, you know, this is Liverpool's worst start under Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
For the past few seasons. What do you guys think about that game? What do you think? Are Liverpool going to bounce back in that game, or is Wolves going to get anything in that game? I
feel like Liverpool just have to like correct their defense. Klopp has to talk to those under 15 boys. Arnold, just talk to them. Play Matip, Van Dijk. Is Matip injured? I don't think
he just came back from injury now.
Play Matip, Van Dijk. If it's possible for you to bench Arnold, so you'll be able to think well, then play probably Joe Gomez here.
Joe Gomez?
Yeah,
the guy that caused the calamity in midweek. He
can play as right back, like a reason to bench Trent. I don't know, Trent has been like misbehaving. See the goal against Napoli, Trent was just looking.
What about Joe Gomez in the goals?
He couldn't mark.
What about Joe Gomez?
I feel like currently Joe Gomez will play that right back better than Trent.
I would prefer James Milner there.
Milner?
Yes.
That 78 years old man.
If you like, let him be
Milner.
Let him be 90.
He's not 57 anymore.
Okay. You know he's the fittest player in Liverpool now.
Okay.
You know now,
if Liverpool can just like talk to their defense, just like the way Manchester United, just like the way we did our own, the way we talked to those guys, and like
you didn't talk to anybody, you don't like the right thing.
And the way we make changes, I don't know, but the defense, like
you didn't talk to the defense, you just did the right thing.
The way our defense is solid now, that if not for the small midfield mistake I made, you wouldn't have scored me. Your goal wasn't a build up now. You snatched the ball from my midfield now. We made a mistake. Look at my own goals. Look at my own goals.
We had more attempts on goal than you.
Build up. If Liverpool's defense can be as strong as my own, if their defense can be as
if not for my boy, if not for my number one boy that got injured, Thomas Partey, you won't be saying this.
Okay, you guys, wait. We'll talk about Manchester United and Arsenal's game. But now let's move over to what is probably the biggest game of the week. Manchester City welcome Tottenham Hotspur at the Etihad.
Wow.
Now, both teams are coming off the back of a win at Champions League. Their Champions League games. I mean, both teams picked up maximum points. And Tottenham are probably I think they're the only side in the EPL to have picked up maximum points from City last season.
Yeah,
so what do you guys expect from this game? I mean, do you think Tottenham...
I expect City to beat those guys.
You expect City to beat Tottenham?
But Antonio Conte has his way of dealing with Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
Tottenham too.
What I'm gonna say is, I saw Tottenham's game against Chelsea, and I wasn't too impressed.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting this Conte's team to like play. They didn't play anything all through the game.
That's how Conte plays now. You don't play anything. He hits you on the counter. He absorbs and hits you on the counter.
How many counter did he hit against Chelsea?
But they got the point.
That's what I'm saying. Like they were just lucky. I'm not really a Chelsea fan, and I ban Chelsea Football Club. But if you look at that game, the equalizing goal they scored,
2 goals shouldn't have stood at all.
At all. So I didn't expect, like, Conte didn't play the way I wanted him to play. Okay, fine. Okay, counter, hit it, but I didn't see anything. So this Man City and Chelsea and Tottenham's game here, I see Man City will dominate
of course.
Tottenham is gonna sit at home, and if they do that, Haaland is gonna score them. So I just feel like Man City should win the game. That's what I just feel.
I see Man City winning the game convincingly, not even.
I mean, there's been talks from the Tottenham fans, and people that are involved with Tottenham that they've not been playing fantastic football, right? But they've been grinding out the results. I mean, they're still, I think they're one of the top teams right now in the EPL. Exactly, one of the 2 teams. I mean, 3 teams rather to be unbeaten in the EPL. Now, what would you say would be Conte's plan in that game? I mean, they don't play well, but against a City that can score goals. I mean, we talk about Erling Haaland.
He already said it that time. Counter attack, then they sit at home.
Yes, absorb and counter. That's what they play.
Counter attack football.
Absorb and counter.
And I see Richarlison starting that game.
Yes, me too. I see him starting that game coming from the performance. Yeah. And again, right from when he came on against Chelsea, the game changed.
Exactly.
So there's a different dynamic.
This special energy
he brings to the team.
He brings to that attack. Yeah. That attack, to be precise.
Okay, so now let's move over to the Everton Arsenal game now. Let's talk about your team. Arsenal are yet, Everton rather, are yet to win a game this season, but you know they've been very difficult to beat. I mean, even Liverpool were
4 draws.
Even Liverpool were
4 draws. Lord of Jesus.
I mean, even Liverpool were, you know, they were they couldn't defeat Everton.
Yeah, no.
You know, I mean, a lot of people will talk about the fact that Liverpool have not been their best self this season, but it was the Merseyside derby, and it was very difficult for them to beat a resilient Everton team. Yeah. So now Everton and Arsenal themselves are looking to bounce back from a defeat to Manchester United. What do you think is going to be or going to happen in that game? Now, what are your predictions?
You know now, it's a straight win now.
Why? Because you're an Arsenal fan?
No, not because of that. Now they're coming to the Emirates now. Once the fans start singing, you know, the players will start to feel the energy.
I mean, but Everton are the team that can draw, though. Don't you think they can get a draw from that game?
Why would they get a draw from that game when there's so much pressure on them?
Are you sure you're not saying this because you're an Arsenal fan?
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying this because I believe that Arsenal, we have a way of beating Everton convincingly normally. Like, no, if you check our past games, we beat those guys so easily. Like, it's not like it's a contest. We beat them, and with the kind of form Gabriel Jesus is on, I expect him to get at least 2 goals.
Which form? But someone that was crucified against Man U. This is what I would just say. Jesus. Yes.
Lampard almost killed Rafael Varane there.
Almost killed who?
Almost killed Varane there. Varane was struggling for his life.
Killed who? Ow.
Varane.
He was struggling for his life now. He don't.
What's your expectation from that Everton Arsenal game?
Everton Arsenal game. You see Everton boys, if you watch the last game against Liverpool, using the last game to judge against Liverpool, these guys played. I don't know, it's like Lampard is under some sort of pressure or something, so I don't know what he told his boys, but those guys played. So if they can channel that same energy, if they can channel it and play that same way against Arsenal are small. They won't. I see them falling against Arsenal. I'm not being sentimental. We are here to analyze football. I'm not being sentimental.
Have you heard the Arsenal fans sing?
That same energy, if they channel it towards Arsenal,
have you heard that
chant? They're gonna either win or draw that game.
Have you heard the chant? Arsenal.
You guys have won 5 straight games, and I spoiled your unbeaten. This last
you do that.
The way I spoiled your unbeaten.
When it says I, it means Manchester United.
Yeah, you do that. You are going down. You do that normally. You
are going down. You cannot beat Everton, honestly.
Okay.
Honestly. So
if you play bets, just take it Arsenal straight win.
How many? What's your prediction for that game?
Like
you want to put a correct score to it?
3-0.
2-1. Everton 2-1.
So you think Everton are not going to score in that game?
No.
Just imagine.
If they score, I'll be surprised.
Okay.
So still sticking on Arsenal before we move on. I mean, they've lost against Manchester United right now, and a lot of people said if they lose a game, then they just keep losing, like the Arsenal that we know. So would you guys say they are are they title contenders, or are they still title contenders?
No one from these pretenders. Thank you. No one from the start. No one from the start to say Arsenal are title contenders. That's the reason.
But someone from the start will say Man U they are title contenders.
That was the reason I said. Because Arsenal is topping the table, I feel like I still have a chance. I myself, I'm still a title captaining on the bench.
Varane will still get injured now. Varane will still get injured.
The fact that you are on top of
the table. Varane will still get injured.
Which Varane?
Rafael Varane.
Let's see now. Go and join. Will you go and join? Let's see now.
I mean, I will agree with